Hello. Hello. How are you doing? Hello, everyone. We are doing the ironing. We'll be here for a couple of hours, so hopefully we'll see you soon. We've got the second load of washing. I'm doing fine, Space Note. We're just getting ready for the second load of laundry to go in the dryer. We're busy doing the ironing. Get in Enwa Duke. Eduardo. Get Eduardo Duke. Oh, I don't know who Eduardo Duke is, but apparently we've got to go and get him according to this T-shirt. Mm. I thought it might be something to do with Dukes of Hazzards, but now that is a blast from my past. I used to watch that on a Saturday night on the BBC. It was so cool. Everybody tuned in for Dukes of Hazzards. I'm sure it were on BBC. It were either that or it were ITV. One of them. Mm. Anyway, the General Lee flag was on it, wasn't it? Yes. Duke and Dexter. Who are Duke and Dexter when they're at home? They must make T-shirts. Daisy Duke. Oh man, yeah. I don't think there was a boy in England that didn't fancy our Daisy. She was a real head turner, wasn't she? Now, what were the boys called? One was called Bo. I can't remember the other one. I do know one of the boys was called Bo. And I think the police officer was called Boss Hogg. I'm right. I can't remember the other brother's name, but I know one of them was called Bo. I'll have to look it up. Just remember they'd had the most outrageous car chases and jumping over like bridges and stuff like that to get away from the police. And everybody knew who it was, and they were always after him. It was just very entertaining television. That and I used to like Starsky and Hutch. That was so cool. Knight Rider, I used to watch that. Michael. Yeah, and, Michael and his car, The Knight Rider. Oh my goodness. That was good. And that, there was, Fall Guy. I really enjoyed watching The Fall Guy and Wonder Woman and The $6 Million Man and was it The $1 Million Woman? They were really, really cool TV shows. Loved them. Uh, Can you hear me now? My little microphone ran out of juice. Oh yeah, you should be able to hear me. Okay. It paired up very well, very quickly. Sorry, my other one ran out of battery. Just put it on to charge. Where was I? B.A. Baracus. Feeling the Fool. Battlestar Galactica. I used to watch that as well. We had so many cool TV shows back in the 1970s and 1980s. There we go. Awesome. Ooh. Oh, if I blew your eardrums, then I am so sorry. Beg my pardons. It's sometimes it's the perfume that's in the laundry, and it can be a little bit floral for my nose, and it just makes sense. And then I'm just away. Well, some flipping t-shirts in this bag. Do excuse me. We also had some very good movies that came out in the 80s, of which one of my favorites was Back to the Future. Now, who did not want to drive that DeLorean? Oh, I did. Imagine being able to go back in time, change something. Question is, would you want to? What would the consequences be if you did the change, right? You change just one minute thing in the past. What knock-on effect would it have going forward? And that's the moral question that never really got asked in Back to the Future. From think about Doc Brown, who says that, "I mustn't know what the future holds for me, Marty, otherwise it could be catastrophic." Sports Almanac offered that question. It did, didn't it? Look what happened to Biff, and he married his mother because his dad got did his dad get run over or something? George McFly. Yeah, I think he either got shot or he got run over. And anyway, his mother ended up marrying Biff, and poor old Marty. Oh, dearie me, that was quite a movie, wasn't it? Film, though. It's probably one of my favourites, that and Star Wars. The original 3, you know, A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi. Those 3 were my favourite. That, and I love the spoof version of Star Wars called Spaceballs. And I am absolutely beyond excited that we've got in 2027, I believe, when they finish doing filming, we will have Spaceballs 2, the saga continues. And Mel Brooks, God bless you, do not drop dead on us, but in 2 years, he will be 100 years old. So, you know, all I can say is please live long enough to give us Spaceballs 2. Sorry, just had to go over and sort out Okay, I just need to write down a number. Oh, dearie Lord. Here we go. Mhm. Do, 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 do. We've flatlined. We have flatlined. So I think something must have died in the stream. Oh, you're still here. Oh, that's good. Sorry. Oh. Yeah, just a bit of a weird one today, isn't it? Yeah, you can't win 'em all, kid. Goody, there's some heating. It's coming through on my back and it's really helping. I've got a bit of backache today. And I know it's because I've been stood and doing a lot of ironing this week. I've done a lot recently. Well, no, steamy. Mm, very steamy. I'm glad I've got a bit of heat on my back because I was starting to get it was aching, man. Mm. Just today, achy back. Achy back is not good. Well, we've hit 20 t-shirts and we're not even halfway. Be a long session, I reckon. I wanted it over with. Ooh. I want to be doing something fun. I'd like to play a board game or do a jigsaw or just sit down and an afternoon where I was reading a book. It would be fun. Doing an invisible T-shirt, it's green. Mm. My Harry Potter invisibility T-shirts. Oh, gosh. Looks like I've got quite a few festive green T-shirts. There's some. I only did her son's T-shirts, about 2 week ago. I'm not joking. How many T-shirts can one person wear in a week? I mean, it's like a challenge now. Come on. His defense, I change clothes a few times a day. Yeah, he just this lad has over 100 different T-shirts. Just T-shirts, right? And then he's got roughly the same in shirts, and then jumpers, and then he's got the same in trousers. I know because I've ironed them. He is a fashionista. He's a professional photographer. He does, artistic shots for, Bunny Rabbit magazine, or Hefner. Should've probably why he has to change so often. He's really nice, actually. He's a lovely lad. I have no idea how he ended up with that gig, but, yeah, he seems to enjoy himself. I don't know. His mom's a professional photographer as well. So I think that's possibly how he got into it. She works all over the world. She works for, like Cosmo and Vogue, and, you know, she does the, fashion photography for the, like when it's, London Fashion Week and when Paris, whenever there's the she's getting ready for retiring, bless her. She's just a few years older than me, but she's a lovely person. Marie Claire, that was the other one that I was trying to think of. She does for them as well. Mm. Oh, one of my guilty passions for Christmas, and I know it's gonna sound really weird, but people put up compilations on, YouTube of adverts from when I were growing up, you know, let me think, 1980s, 1970s, 1990s, and it's all the Christmas adverts that were on during that time, and my goodness me, is that not a day of nostalgia when I'm watching something like that? I know I'm dead weird, but I quite like watching stuff like that on YouTube. It's bizarre. It's a bit weird watching adverts from when I was younger, but it's funny looking at all the products that we used to love using and wanted to use, back in the day. I saw one, a Halloween one that was done in the 1980s, and it had things like Freddy Krueger on there and Friday the 13th and all the horror movies that were coming out that were advertised on it, and it was just so nostalgic. Sorry, I'm being a bit quiet. My daughter's home and she's up, and I just don't want to disturb her too much. She were working all day yesterday. She must be very tired. Hang on, that is the dryer. Yes, it is. Let's get things swapped. Huh? On you. Out you get. Oh, yeah. There we go. There we go. All sorted. There's a load in the dryer. He's gone back upstairs. She's probably going up for a rest. He must be exhausted. Oh, come back down. Sorry, kid. Hope I'm not making too much noise. Right, we can talk properly now. Oh gosh, I knew she was out there, and my children don't like me to make too much noise. You know, I have to think of them sometimes, and it's just a lot easier doing a live when I'm on my own in the house and I don't have children. Well, they're not children anymore, they're young adults, but I have to be mindful of it's their space as well, and it's their home too, as well as my filming studio. So it's a fine art and a balance to cope. We do it well, don't we? Sometimes though it's difficult because they can be a little bit, "Oh, mum, you're not filming again, are you? Oh, mum, please." I get that a lot. So I try to film quietly when they're around if they're upstairs, and only in my office when they're in the house. And it's a lot easier when they're out. I believe she's gone out for the afternoon. So it's just being mindful of their needs as well as working out a good time to film. We've been going for 41 minutes now. He's gone out, he's playing in the garden. It's actually quite a nice day outside for a change. Colder, but, you know, what do we expect? We are in December. Nearly said November then, and I thought, "No, love, we're in December." Got the dryer to clear out later when I've finished this last load that's gone in. I've got a coffee machine that needs cleaning, and I've got a cat's water bowl thing that wants a clean. At least I don't have to do the fridge and the freezer because I did that last weekend. What I do have to do this weekend is go through my herbs and spices cupboard and, anything that's out of date and, well, empty packages. Oh, it's me, right, I know. Sometimes I just throw the packages back in instead of just, like, thinking, "Why didn't I just throw it in the bin?" Makes sense, but not to my brain. Mm. Some days. I know. Goodness, another hour at least. I thought I'd be 3 hours doing this. I knew it. No, you can get that feeling inside in your bones, and you're like, "I know I'll be 3 hours with doing this." Oh, I'm really streaming at the moment, aren't I? Right, come on, button up. Good little shirt. Yeah. Okay. Let's see where we're at. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. Oh, to everyone that's here, I think if we are still very, very quiet when we've done another hour, I think maybe we ought to just come back later on. Very quiet today. Something in the water. Yes, it's called steam. Must be. Everyone's gone into hiding. If it's any consolation, I know we've not gone ping today because I've not got my thing through on my email that said the ferry is going live. So I've not got that through, even though I know that I'm doing this. So I know that we've not pinged, or at least some things not pinged. Oh, I haven't done on mine. Sometimes I ping, you see, and then I know. Well, at least it worked your side, right? You know, I'd love it if it were consistent, like with the pings. It's like Hunt for Red October, this is. So Tom Clancy, and there is a reference in there to the ping on the sonar. What have we got here? Oh, Ralph Lauren. There we are. Nice shirt, this one. It's actually been cared for. Cared for shirt. It's always a pleasure to iron. Quite funny actually, because they've got a housemaid that goes in 5 days a week. She works for them. And the only thing that she won't do is the ironing or the washing. So um they have me sort it. The housemaid'll do everything else. She'll cook for them, she'll do the cleaning, she'll sort out making the beds and everything like that. Um, but she won't, she just refuses point blank to do the ironing, which is henceforth where I come in. Usually, I mean, they like the maid to go in so that there's somebody else in the house and taking care of the dog and the cat. It's a really lovely house. It's got lovely gardens and it's all behind wrought iron fencing. So they live in their house. It's kind of like a they've gated it off. It's on one of the old Victorian streets where not too far from where I live. I'd say a couple of miles away. And oh, it's lovely. They've got old trees all the way down the road, and it's like double width road. So it's a really, really quiet area. Very nice. Hot tub round the back. They've got like a garden room in their garden as well as the conservatory on the side of the house. Beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. And they're just so lovely. They're the nicest people that you could ever hope to meet. It's like a strange silk, but they're not silk. Like a lycra, but not lycra. Oh, it's really weird. Anyway, they're very nice pajamas. They're super soft. Almost 2 o'clock. 3 o'clock will be done. I reckon there'll be about 45 t-shirts in here, possibly 50. Betty, are you telling me you're thirsty? Yeah, I think you must be. Yep, she's out of water. Yeah, I'm out. Just not been the easiest live to do because it's been so quiet. Still, as I've always said, you can't win them all. Keeping an eye on the news. I have a funny feeling something's going to drop tonight. Been a lot of chatter. Trousers. There's a novelty. I've been doing nothing but t-shirts. Reckon he's away. This is from last time when he came home, and he's away at the moment. So that tells me that probably flying into Heathrow later on. There'll be an absolute shed load of laundry waiting for me in the new year. I bet he's stateside at the moment. Okay, we're down to the last 3 items. Okay, I might not be here when you get back, sweetheart. Shall we finish it now? Because 'Cause I've only got 3 items to go, and I might as well because it's so quiet. There's no one around. I'll wave bye-bye. See you later, everybody.